Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Christmas with the MGs Day 2. And it doesn't look like it, but it's actually been the most beautiful morning ever. Look at those colours and look at the pink coming through the trees. It's about this time of year where we can actually see the views, and that's something that we're going to be working on in the woodland over the next few months. Well, I say we. Ooh, Hagrid reporting for duty. I've just washed my hair. Good morning! We have a very lazy sausage this morning. You need to go out for a wee? You need to go out for a wee? No, he's running straight back to bed. Ali is going to be removing a lot of the ivy in the woodland over the next few months so that we get a much clearer view through the trees. There's like rolling fields on the other side of our house, and it's just so wonderful. So he's going to be sort of clearing that so that we can see a little bit through, which is lovely. Lovely for us. You probably don't care. So today is Monday and I am working. No, to be honest, I'm actually in a really good place, and I've kind of like planned ahead and got lots of stuff done so that I'm not just going to be being like, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do. Oh my gosh, I've got this to do. I've made sure that I'm kind of going into this fairly calm, because one thing I've realized is that if I'm like stressed, my vlogs are rubbish, and if I'm not in a happy place, my vlogs are rubbish. That's what I've realized. I feel this is probably like the calmest I've ever felt going into Vlogmas. Usually we've sat down on like planned days like long in advance. I've not done that this time, and I'm just sort of like taking everything as it comes, which is just a really lovely place to be, to not just constantly feel like I'm like chasing my tail like doing this. But Christmas tree decorations are all looking spandangly and lovely. I want to get some candlesticks for here so that it's all nice and cozy, and it's just making me so happy seeing all of this. Ali's fitted the stars to the tops of the trees as well. I think that they are probably the find of the century, those stars, because they're literally just like willow and all natural, no drama, but very in keeping with the rest of the tree. I am up and dressed, and I'm wearing one of my Serafina London dresses. I've gone for this like Merlot one, and I'm covered in leaves. I didn't take Porter for a walk this morning because I think he's too tired, and he's got Bolly here today, so hopefully Bolly will keep him organised. I have a call this morning with my like web team, so I'm gonna get my computer, sit down and get prepped ready for the call, and that is my first port of call for the morning. But mostly I'm just gonna try and be really interesting this week because it's Vlogmas and I have to be interesting. I just think that the whole like me talking about work and me talking about brands that I'm working with is so boring for like people that watch my videos. Like when I watch people's vlogs and they're like, oh my god, I'm so busy, I'm like, boring. Even now, I'm like vlogging my meeting with you right now, so yeah. Oh my god. So say hi to the vlog. I feel like a completely different human when it comes to basically everything in life now. And now I just like float through and I'm like, la 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 la. I'd rather be happy and then let everything else fall into place around that. Oh, I love that, que sera. So I finished up my content call with regards to the blog. I've also gone downstairs and watched an hour-long video, and my eyes have gone so red. I don't know what it is about when I'm looking at like computer screens, but my eyes always go so red. Now what I want to try and do is film. Look at these two crying at each other through the door. Yes! Bolly, you know the front door is open. You can come in at any time. The front door is open, Bolly Moo Moo. You're looking at his friend. Now what I want to try and do is get 2 sets of sponsored stories filmed, and also 2 reels to go alongside them as well. So I'm gonna go and refresh my face. These two running off into the distance. Happy boys. But Ali has just got back. You will have already seen our intro because obviously this is the second day of Vlogmas. However, Ali has just got back from getting some finishing touches ready for our shoot day. As you know, every year we kind of shoot an in real life intro to my vlogs. I think it started like 2 years ago, And Ali got up one morning and filmed the most beautiful, no, it started off when we went to Lapland and we went to stay at Klaxoutinen? I could never say it. And Ali filmed some amazing content when we were there. We then used that as my Vlogmas intro, and then the following year then Ali filmed some beautiful stuff for my intro then, and then we're doing it again this year because you guys love it so much. I'm really excited for this one. And Ali has been setting up the Defender to make it look extra Christmassy. So we've got a Christmas tree from a local Christmas tree farm, which we will be donating once we've shot, because we don't have real Christmas trees because Lumi climbs them. So we are going to donate this to someone who maybe doesn't have a Christmas tree, maybe locally or something like that. But we are set and ready for the intro to be filmed, and we are very excited for this. I need to get some blooming eye drops in my eyes right now. Look at the state of them. This is also something that arrived in the mail. CHOO has started doing compostable ring sizes, and this arrived because I am ordering something very special from CHOO, and I'm really excited. I'm going to show you this in a bit, but first of all, it is time to tackle some work, which I'm going to try my best to get this done. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to get this done. Oh, crumbs. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to get both of these done. 2 reels, 2 sets of stories. Let's go. Have I shown you what I'm wearing today? I'm wearing my Serafina London dress today. Oh my gosh, I have not shown you my outfit. This is what I am wearing today. This beautiful Merlot coloured Serafina London dress. And it makes me feel extremely festive, and it's also very nice and warm. I just went outside and I was absolutely fine. It's a really lovely Merlot corduroy. This is just super warm and cozy because it's corduroy and it's got this big Merlot bow. It is absolutely perfect. But the pieces that I'm going to try to shoot today, Ubi texted me. Why won't this open? Oh no, I knew this was gonna happen eventually. So I'm gonna shoot this dress from Karen Millen. I am loving velvet at the moment, and this is a really beautiful green velvet embellished dress. How wonderful would this be for a festive event? So that's one of the first pieces that I am shooting today. And then we have this stunning autumn winter floral dress. Like, this is just all of the beautifulness, lots of beautiful drama in the sleeve, and also a really wonderful kind of lace up front with a slight high neck. So 2 lovely green dresses that I fully intend on shooting for both reels and some stories. So I am going to get cracking on that and hopefully get that done for the day. So this is dress number 1 that I am shooting the reels for, and look how even more beautiful it is on. Like, this detail is so beautiful, and this shade of green is so rich and festive. And I love the way that it's kind of like not a like properly fitted dress, but it still has this like tapered area to the waist, so that it's still nice and fitted and gives it a lovely silhouette. So it's not just like hanging. I think if this was to hang loose on me, it wouldn't look great. So festive and so lovely. I just want to wear it all day, but I think that anyone that knocked at our door would think that I'm nuts. So I'm going to just film the reels. I'm going to now do the stories and then move on to the next one. And this is the second dress that I have just shot for my reels. And I love this, and I think I love it even more because I was watching Rianne's story. She's one of my favourite people on the internet to follow. Do you know when someone she's obviously been so successful and she's still so like incredibly kind, but she's got the most wonderful vlogging channel and Instagram channel, and I just love following her. She's like a sprinkle of goodness. And why I was talking about her was that she has this dress as well. And so I was very happy when I was like, oh my gosh, we've got the same dress. But this, in fact, I think I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the day. This is from Karen Millen. In fact, they're both from Karen Millen, and this is just the most beautiful. Look at the richness of the colours. Oh, it's kind of like a big paisley, and I just love it. Well, the dogs are playing in the bed over there, wrestling more like. Just see. And I'm just finishing up for the day. Look at the sky. Is it going to come across? So beautiful and pink out there. Oh, the colours. Wow. don't mind me being here all festive. I actually look like I've been crying because I actually have. I just watched some silly Adele thing where she meets her English teacher, and I just can't watch things like that on the internet, okay, because they just set me off. It's too much for me, okay? But it seems like this Adele concert that she did, I think it was like an evening with Adele or something like that. It's just been so many amazing moments. Like, was there this couple that got engaged, or was that a different one? I'm not sure, but I see all of the videos and I just think she's lovely. But yeah, so that set me off, her seeing her English teacher. It's my job to do dinner this evening, so I don't actually know what I'm gonna cook or what we've got to cook, but I think I'm probably gonna get into my comfy clothes in a minute once I've closed everything down. But one of the things that I've done today, I showed you earlier that I had my ring size, like, gosh, I look like Rudolph, which is very fitting considering it's Vlogmas. But I sized up my ring today because I was on Instagram the other day and I stumbled across this ring and I shared it on my stories. And can you see that green one in the middle? Obviously I have the crown of hope, which is just above it, but it's a tourmaline or tourmaline. So it's a tourmaline and diamond ring. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I have not stopped thinking about it. And then I shared it. Also, if you're ever wondering where these little crowns that I add to my bridal stack are from, they're from the same brand. It's from CHOO. And I saw the name of this ring and it said it was the hero ring. And this was what I was talking about in my other video. And when I saw that it was called the hero ring, I was like, do you know what? This is the piece. This is the piece that I want to celebrate making it through everything that we've been through over the last sort of year and a half. And I know I don't need any excuse to celebrate something because I like to commemorate and celebrate everything that happens in my life. But this just felt right. And the reason why it felt right was because it's called the hero ring. And not only do I feel like I had a lot of heroes, a lot of unsung heroes that got me through the last year and a half, but I also became my own hero. And I think that's really cool, and also a little bit cheesy, but really cool as well. One of the things that I would say is that throughout the last year and a half, it made me confront a lot of the things that I wasn't coping really well with, and it made me realize that I couldn't continue. And the only way that I was going to be able to get myself out of the situation and the thought processes and the vicious cycle of the way that I would think was if I did the work. And so, despite having a husband and a best friend and a life coach and a therapist and God knows however many other people that, you know, were my heroes throughout the last year and a half, I became my own hero. And that is my ring that I've decided that is going to be my ring to commemorate everything over the last year and a half, and just as a little thing to look at and like be proud of. And I'm really excited. So that's what I've decided. So it's not a new engagement ring, although I have found another engagement ring. Honestly, I am just obsessed with CHOO's jewelry. And like, if you don't remember, I've got the necklace, but I also bought one of these when we were in Ireland. I picked it up. It was an anniversary present from my husband. And then to finish off my bridal stack, I was actually sent my second one. And I actually want to get another one of the Crown of Hopes because I just love them so much. I think they make such a good, like, complementary piece. And I want to get one to go with the tourmaline ring as well. But anyway, they have this really cool thing on the website, actually. I'm going to show you. If you go on the website on your phone, you can actually take a picture of your hand and place the rings in place. So this is the engagement ring that I want to one day hopefully incorporate my own diamond that I currently have in my engagement ring into a hawthorn band and very much like this, just to change things up a little bit. So I styled it up with my 2 Crown of Hope rings, but it's the hawthorn band that I love the most. Anyway, this was me playing around with the tourmaline ring as well, and it's just a great way to try on rings and make up stacks. I mean, honestly though, if you go onto the CHOO Instagram, why am I not in focus? Hello? 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 Hi. Very warm now. If you go onto the CHOO Instagram, oh my gosh, there are so many like stacks and bridal stacks and just beautiful, unique stacks that I just love. Literally, it's just I would safely say that in terms of fine jewelry, CHOO is my absolute favorite because it's just something completely different. So beautifully made. I'm literally obsessed with CHOO herself. And she's even inspired my next purchase from Amazon, which is a jewelry cleaner so that I can clean all of my jewelry. But anyway, I just thought I would mention it because that's my kind of like gift to myself this year. But if any of like, well, if I have any potential future fiancés here watching, guys, if you're watching and maybe they like CHOO, get a CHOO ring. Like I mean, it's such a unique brand that not everyone is gonna love it, but CHOO engagement rings, on the hawthorn band, oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up all of my stuff and I am going to get myself prepped and ready to make some kind of dinner of sorts for the evening. I'm gonna get my comfy clothes on as well because I am finishing up in this lovely, lovely dress for the day. Cozy cashmere is the only option for the evening, and I'm twinning with my little boy, he's been asleep. Oh my goodness, I just breathed in your breath. And I'll have you know that Porter, I let him out for a wee last night before he went to bed. Oh, am I boring you? Am I boring you? Am I boring you? I let him out for a wee last night and I was just watching him from the kitchen window and I watched him dart across the grass. And so I thought, oh, he'll be in a minute. And then I was like, oh, where's he gone? So I went and looked for him and I saw him emerge from the bushes. This is not a boring story, okay? Just let me finish. I saw him emerge from the bushes with something in his mouth and I was like, I know what that is. I know what he's got in his mouth. So basically him and Lumi act like a tag team. Lumi catches and kills the mice and then he swallows them whole. But this one, Ali went out and found him. Oh, you're shaking, my boy, a little bit cold. You might need a jumper on. And Ali went out to get it out of his mouth and it was covered in maggots, wasn't it? So we had to give him a dentist stick to wash his mouth. Ugh, you are disgusterous. Where is your sister? She's sleeping in her bedroom. I bet she is. I bet she is. Right. Let's decide on dinner, shall we? We've got the electrician coming tomorrow to hopefully fix our kitchen lights. Put in? Oh, okay, so he's not coming tomorrow because I really want our lights to stop doing this. That would be really nice if they could stop doing that. So we can just have it on. Yeah, because it makes it very dark in here, okay? Very dark. Right, let's have a look at what we have in the pantry. You need to have some food as well because you did not eat your breakfast, did you? So it's dinner for Porty. Okay, the one thing about raw food is there is a very fine line between when it goes off and when it is not off. And it's very hard to tell. You coming for some dinner? Come on in. We have to wait to see if he eats it. It looks like we have his approval. He likes salmon oil, like his good friend Bolly. What shall we have for dinner? Babe, how do you feel about... food in the house. Babe?
Yeah?
How do you feel? Hello, Lummy. You've been chilling with your daddykins. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. How do you feel? A, about the fact that you are an hour and 20 minutes over your allocated time in the office. Wow. The greenhouse is looking very... Oh my gosh, look at the moon behind the greenhouse.
It goes lower and then it goes higher.
Wow, can you see that? That there is the moon.
It's almost like it orbits.
Wow.
The moon doesn't orbit, does it?
I don't know, babe.
We all orbit around the sun.
I don't know, babe. How do you feel about getting a takeaway?
Babe, are you the one?
There's actually nothing. There's nothing to eat, babe, other than pizza.
I'm sorry. The one night that you've been given the job to cook.
Yeah.
You want to get takeaway.
Yeah. There's nothing to. I mean, there's 2 pizzas, but there's no chips.
A pizza is not cooking dinner.
I'm sorry. You definitely pass that off as cooking every now and again, babe.
I would want.
There's nothing for me to make.
Come in now, cause
yeah. There's nothing for me to make risotto with.
You can't make risotto.
No.
Right. There's no pasta.
There's no pasta.
There's no pasta.
No.
There's no the long length pasta in the cardboard box that I saw that today.
Oh no, there's that pasta.
Right. Okay.
But that's not nice pasta.
There's vegetables.
There's not really any vegetables.
Peppers.
There's peppers.
Peppers.
Right.
And there's something else I saw at the very bottom. You sure you're being creative?
I am being creative. Let's get a takeaway.
What takeaway do you want?
Should we get not a Chinese? No, not a Chinese. Should we get Indian or Chinese?
You're booking it and ordering it then.
No.
Oh my god, the one night that you got your dinner, you've now got to be called up.
Yeah.
Restaurant.
I've just fed Porty. I'm going to let him out and then I'm going to light the fire for him because it's absolutely freezing. Do we need to turn the heating up?
We can have a look at the thermostat. So I think it's okay. I spoke to the plumber today and he said he's just waiting for a part to come back. But the heating's fine.
The house feels colder than usual. Do you not think?
Put it this way. Everyone used to talk about our house being like a sauna. And they come in and the first thing they do is they take their jumpers off. And the last couple of times James has been here, he's kept his jacket on and he made a remark that it's colder in here than it normally is.
Right.
So
colder
than it normally is.
Yeah, so we need to crank the heating up. What
do you guys set your thermostat to? My prediction is 19 degrees. Honestly, that is what most people set their thermostats to. Unlike Carrie, who does -19.
It's 22 degrees and it's freezing. My feet are like cold.
That's what the temperature of this room is.
And bonsoir. He thinks he's done something wrong, so he's like looking around. Like, have you noticed that I have a slipper in my mouth? Have you noticed?
Whose slipper is it?
That's his toy slipper now.
Okay.
That's the one that he's allowed.
Because that's not mixed signals.
No, that's the one that he's allowed. But he never bites yours. He just picks it up and moves it around the house. Just to
mice.
Babe, you kiss him. A lovely festive curry.
Yeah.
For Vlogmas.
Yeah. On a serious note, do you want to try a different Indian?
No.
Do you want to go?
Hello, Lummy. Curry it is. The fire is lit in here. Of course, we don't have any heating on in this room. We turn the thermostat off because we know that we would much rather heat this room naturally using the stove. The dinner has just arrived. Porter is being his usual guard dog self. Look at him. Ferocious beast. Yeah.
Well, you've got a bag of poppadoms, mate, and you just turn up.
You're not very good at protecting.
Not very good security, dog.
Actually.
I thought we were getting top security.
Careful of his back.
I told you we should have got a
Doberman.
Let's send you back, mate.
We got a Doberman, but it was shrunk in the wash.
It was shrunk in the wash. He said I snapped one of your poppadoms, so I've chucked a load of free ones in. I was like, okay. Very kind of you. Surely you'd have just put another non-cracked one in.
Yeah. But also, don't they just get broken when you eat them anyway? So bizarre.
Nice, though, lovely.
Oh.
Lovely.
No, Porty, you've had your din-dins. I'm laughing so much reading your comments on the last vlog before Vlogmas because you all think that Ali can sing. Oh my goodness. I don't know whether that was just an exceptionally good recording or what, but I definitely don't think that Mr. Millen-Gordon can sing. I wish he could. And he's always said that if he could sing, well, he's always said that if he was... How tall is it that you said, babe?
Pardon?
You know when you say if you were a certain height, you'd be dangerous.
About 6'2".
And could sing.
And I could sing. I'd be a weapon in the market.
I honestly, babe, I can't tell if they're joking. Someone's put, is Ali a trained singer?
If I could sing, my love, I would be a dangerous weapon.
Is
I would
Ali...
be serenading the women of the world.
Oh, when I heard Ali singing to Porter, I thought it was a recording of someone else. Is there anything that man can't do? Oh dear. If you missed that vlog, it was the last vlog before Vlogmas started, and Ali sings to Porter. I've just been going through the comments on it now, and I'm like, oh wow, I can't tell if anyone's being serious or not, or if they're being sarcastic. Oh dear, bless him. This is basically what our evenings consist of, isn't it? Look at you. Do you remember when his belly was pink?
Yes.
And there was no hair.
Well, you used to call him Stavros Flatley.
Yeah, Stavros Flatley belly. Now he's like... Look at that schnootellini. Schnootellini lemon squeenie.
What's that on the right?
On what? That?
On the right? No, not on him, on
That?
the floor, yeah.
That is where he's chewed the slipper
Oh.
to bits. Have you shown our daughter as well? How happy she is.
Well, she was just in between my legs. She's probably not as happy now. I've moved.
Oh, poor squeenie lemon tweenie. How does something so adorable have breath that smells
I'll
that
tell you
bad?
why. Because you eat it.
Yeah, he likes eating sheep poo.
And doing that, yeah, it's horrible sound.
His little chicken legs. That is like a real, like, chicken leg, isn't it? He just lets you do whatever to him. He just doesn't care. But look.
It's like balancing stones.
Yeah. Well, that is up finished. Well, I don't know what I was saying then. That is us finished up for the evening. We're watching Virgin River at the moment, again, which is not particularly...
One that we would recommend that you watch, but we really enjoy it.
No, hold on a minute. I would definitely recommend it if you're like us.
It's not one of those things that...
No, it's not like...
People will go, that's so good.
No, but
I
that...
think
No.
you just need to get into it.
It's not that, babe. It's that most people really like gripping things,
Yeah.
and we're just a bit wet. No, it's...
That's why we like Downton Abbey.
Yeah, we loved Downton
Yeah.
Abbey because there was at one point in Downton Abbey where it got really like dramatic. You know, when he stood up and he like vomited blood, and we were like, oh my god. But for the most part, Downton Abbey and things like that, they're just like easy watches. Well, Virgin River is like the cheesiest, most
It's the cheesiest. It's got some cheese in it, but there are some bits in it.
Are you joking?
Okay, yeah.
That is like pure British, mature, like extra strength cheddar.
In America.
In America. It is America, isn't it? Virgin River is in America. Yeah, it is.
Ooh, could be Canada.
I think it's America. Yeah, because they don't say a boot. Which is what? What?
So that's not just an area in Canada they speak.
No, I think Americans say like a boot.
Americans, but what do Canadians say then?
No, sorry, Canadians say a boot.
And what do Americans
Although
say?
Robin doesn't sound like that, does she?
To be honest with you, I think that that's not a good diagnostic.
Diagnostic. Anyway, I think it's America. And it is super cheesy and like what I would say is quintessentially American in every aspect of it when you're like a British person watching it. So, and you know, I love my American followers and I love America. And it's like, if I was to like imagine what life is like in America, that is what it is. and it's great if you don't like anything that's gonna make your heart race. It's just kind of cheesy, feel good escapism with like beautiful scenery, kind of a bit like if Twilight didn't have any vampires or werewolves in it, and it was really, well, no, Twilight was quite cheesy. Anyway, I know what I mean, but we absolutely love it. And like, you'll know that Ali and I don't really like watching, well, Ali probably does, but he doesn't watch really like, what's it called, dramatic or thrilling thing. Like, yeah, you will watch stuff like that, but you won't make me watch it because I can't handle it anymore, can I? What was that one that we watched and I was like an absolute mess and we couldn't watch the last programme? It was the one with Sean Bean in it when he goes to prison. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a 3-part docuseries. No, not docuseries. 3-part series or something. Sean Bean plays like a teacher and he gets sent to prison for like drink driving and he gets like bullied in prison, and I could not handle it. Like it was just awful. I love that I say that I can't watch dramatic shows. I am like the most dramatic person when I watch a show like that, because I'm like, oh my god, babe, I can't watch this. I can't. Like, I'm literally inconsolable, crying. And so we never watched the last episode. And my dad said to me, it's like, actually, if you'd watch the last episode, it gets better. But I didn't do that. I'm like, why would I put myself through this? So ever since then, as a family, we just generally tend to watch like the very chilled, cheesy shows. It's why like we enjoyed Anne with an E and Downton, and Virgin River is very much with that. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop yabbering on to you and I'm gonna get myself into bed. I have been snuggling in the most wonderful Karen Millen cashmere jogging set. I'm gonna make myself a big glass of icy water. Usually in winter I stop making my bottles of icy water, but I've not stopped because it's honestly so nice to just have cold water all the time. If I ever, like, if you're renovating a house, take this as my advice. Get yourself one of those 3-way taps, the one that does like sparkling water, freezing cold water and boiling water, because if I could, I would so have that in my house. But I'd have to replace the whole worktop and I'm just not going to do that. So instead I just fill up old bottles of water. Anyway, I feel like I've got verbal diarrhea today, which is probably fairly normal when it comes to me. But I'm gonna go get myself into some pajamas and get myself into bed. One thing I want to try tonight is a new product. So I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna grab it and we're gonna try it out together. And I'll have to report back to you as to what I think. All right with you? Good. We're getting an early night tonight as well, because I'm hoping that tomorrow it'll be lovely and frosty and we will get up in the morning and we will shoot the introduction for Vlogmas, which I'm looking forward to. Huh. Goodness me, that is a clean face. And I don't actually know if I'm allowed to show you this. It could be embargoed, I don't know. So if it's not, Carrie, cut this out now. And you'll know that I'll have to show you something in the future. But I'm going to be using the retinol resurfacing pads with pink diamond to lift and illuminate from Rodial. And I've said it 100 times, but I feel like Rodial is one of those brands that like is like a bit of an underdog, and I love it because their products are insane. Like I really feel like their glass powder was one of the ones that like really cemented just how good they are. Anyway, this is a retinol pad which I've never used before. I'm just gonna swipe this over my face and let it do its thing. And I'm gonna let it do its thing whilst I clean my teeth with my spotlight. And once it's done, I'll then add some of my Kate Somerville Delicate Recovery Cream. I always forget the name of this one. I just call it the purple one. It is not the purple one, it is the Delicate Recovery Cream. Anyway, I'm gonna let that marinate and do its retinol thing. Okay, teeth brushed, shiny face. You can see how much I use this. Oh, it is so good. I've actually just finished my last Decleor oil as well, so I've literally had to, I mean, actually I could get some out of that, to be fair. I just have to pour it and not use the pipette. There we go. That's the Neroli oil, one of my favourites. and massage in. Lip balm, which is the Revive Luxe Conditioner. I tell you what, this is the last time I'm doing my skincare like this because it's hurting my back. I should be stood up like this. I'll stand back here. Lovely jubbly, and that is about it for this evening. I can't be bothered, I'm going to bed. So good night everyone, I will see you in tomorrow's episode of Vlogmas.
Bye.